I finally understand the thesis behind GameStop, and it is because of this comment. I told in the previous video how this is the scam of the century, and one person commented, "No one is being scammed. It's just a game of who gets out first." And I appreciate this comment. And of course, I'm being sarcastic as to not understanding the situation or the message. I get the message. I get the appeal from the working class people going against the Wall Street and trying to stick it to the hedge funds. I get it. I get the appeal. But this comment is completely right about GameStop and about so many participants in the market, whether that's hedge funds or not. No one is being scammed. It's just a game of who gets out first. Well, here's the problem though. This is just a pump and dump. And if you look at the chart of GameStop, right? I heard it was going to 2,000, 10,000 back then. But the point is that it pumped and then it dumped, right? And when you have a situation like this, it's like a poker game. There is people at the table and it's a zero-sum game. In a poker game, no value is created. Wealth is transferred from one party to the next, depending on who is better at the game of poker. The problem is that in this game, in the GameStop game, and it's a game because, people think it's a game, like a computer game. The problem is that when you play poker, everybody at the table understands that it's a game of poker, and everybody understands that there is no value being created and the wealth is being transferred from one person to another at the expense of the other players. In the game of GameStop, some people understand while others do not understand. So picture professional poker players at the table and 2-year-old toddlers at the table playing at the same time, right? The people that know the game are going to outsmart the people that don't, right? And the AMC crowd wants to stick it to the Wall Street by creating a pump and dump, and the people that get in early, like Roaring Kitty, will make money at the expense of somebody else, right? After whatever squeeze you think it's going to happen, he will make money at the expense of somebody else. Now, let me ask you this. Are you going to make me a hero if I did exactly this? I talk about microcap stocks on this YouTube channel. Would you want me to present you with a microcap, buy the microcap stock, blow it up and present it to you on YouTube, and while you are watching, I'm going to sell the stock, and then it's going to dump. I made my money at your expense. You're going to hold the bag. Are you going to put me on a pedestal and say I am the greatest trader of all time because I scammed you? Is this what you want me to do? Because that's exactly what you are doing with Rory Kitty involved in GameStop. He buys a position for way more than the company is worth. And you guys bid it up, making him rich. At some point, he's going to sell. And who are you going to sell the stock to, right? He's going to transfer the wealth from you or from hedge funds or from other parties to him. And people who get in early are going to take the wealth away from somebody else to their own pockets because it's a zero-sum game, right? Now, there are better ways that you can create value, that you can stick it to Wall Street. It doesn't have to be through stealing. I mean, just because hedge funds are trying or are doing this in small increments, day in and day out, and playing this game, does it mean we should be doing this? Well, some people think that they should. Because hedge funds are stealing and playing the zero-sum game, we want to do that too. But the problem is that the people that get hurt the most are the people that need the money the most. Hedge funds are not idiots, especially now. It's not like they get surprised by what's happening here. They know exactly what's going on. They know exactly the positions, okay? So the people that are going to get hurt are the retail that doesn't understand it. It's those 2-year-old toddlers that are playing at a poker table with professional players. That's who's going to get hurt. And then the people that know the game will just extract wealth from them. So, and you could do this. It doesn't have to be GameStop. You could do it with any stock. You could do it with any object. You could do it with a banana, right? I buy a banana for $1. Okay? Then I go on social media and post a picture of my portfolio, which includes a banana. And all the people are going to get excited that, oh, so-and-so owns a banana in the portfolio. And then the price of banana is going to go up to $20. I sell you the banana. You have the banana. I just made 20 times my money. And guess what? What are you going to do with the banana? You're going to sell the banana for $40? Maybe, if you're lucky, you can sell it for $40 and stick it to somebody else. But at the end of the day, as this comment says, it's just a game of who gets out first. Well, somebody at the end is going to be the one holding the bag, right? So it's a transfer of wealth from one person to another. But if you want to make money, there's better ways to make money. There's better ways to stick it to Wall Street. For example, instead of taking a banana for $1 and jamming it down the throat to somebody else, you convince somebody else that if they pay you $20 for this banana, the next day they can flip it for $30, even though the banana is not worth $30. There's a better way. How about this? You take the banana that you paid $1 for. Okay, you take it. And you make a salad out of it. You create value. You buy banana for $1. Maybe you pay somebody for labor, $5, to make a salad. And then you just produced a product that's more valuable than the banana to begin with. Now you can take and sell the banana for $20 to somebody that will actually get $20 worth of value that you created. And then in the case of banana, the person can eat the salad and enjoy the $20 worth of value. Isn't this more desirable for society? To create value out of something and then take that value and sell it to somebody else and know that somebody else is getting the value for the money that they're paying. But instead, we are glorifying, putting on the pedestal people that are able to take a banana for $1, sell it to you for $30, take your money, and then left you hanging. And somehow we call those people the greatest traders in the world. Are we completely losing humanity here? This is who we admire? As thieves and criminals that all they can do is transfer wealth from one pocket to another? Now, the example of banana is simply what you could do with companies. Instead of buying dying companies that have no real future, I don't care they have $2 billion in the bank. instead of buying dying companies for multiples what they're worth, with the purpose of reselling them to somebody else who is dumb enough to buy it, for the purpose of reselling it to a dumber person, and then eventually the dumbest person who is lost is going to lose the money at the benefit of the people who did it in the beginning. Instead, why not buy companies or stocks in companies that are building value for others, building value for society? For example, I am going to talk about Aduro Clean Technologies, which is a stock that I talk about on this YouTube channel. This is a stock that can change your life. But instead, people are going to put their money in GameStop, a dying company with no future. Okay, it does have some value, just like the rest of the banana has value. I can feed it to insects or animals, whatever. It has some value. But it doesn't mean I should be selling whatever is left for $20 just because it has some value. Okay? So going back to something like Aduro. Okay? I've made about 100 videos on Aduro. And what does this company do for businesses or for society? Do you know that less than 10% of plastic gets recycled per year? We are swimming in plastic. We cannot recycle plastic. We send plastic to developing countries. We pollute ocean. We pollute their lives. This is a big problem. Aduro Clean Technologies has a solution to recycle plastic. In other words, take plastic and turn it back into the ingredients the plastic was made from. Okay? That's adding value to people in society. Today, the company is trading for less than $100 million. At some point, they're going to build a plastic recycling facilities. Some of them they will own themselves. Some of them other people will own or other entities will own, and Aduro will receive royalty from that, right? There will be revenues generated. There will be profits generated. And based on those profits, so if you buy the stock today for, let's say, $1, okay? And let's say it goes to $3 or $5 down the road, and you sell it to somebody for $3 or $5 down the road. That buyer of the stock will get value from Aduro's business. They will not just get whatever is left over from banana that's worth nothing. They will actually receive value for what they're paying you. So you as a seller can be proud that not only did you make money because you bought the stock for less, you resold it for more. Whoever you sold it to, you didn't scam them. You didn't scam them out of money. You received money, but you gave them value, something of value that they can then take and maybe resell it to somebody else. As the company grows and builds value, they can do the same. They bought it for $5, they can resell it for $10, or maybe the company will be bought out for $10 or $20. So you will make money at the beginning. Whoever you sold the stock to will make money at the beginning. And whoever the person that sold the company to will also benefit because they will receive real value. Value that's based on revenues, that's based on profits, based on future profits. It's based on the benefit that it brings to society. It's not going to go to zero. You're not robbing anybody. That's the difference. So if you want to be proud or look up to people that are trying to trick others, whether they're trying to trick hedge funds to lose money or whether they're trying to trick other retail to lose money for their own benefit, that's scum of the earth. I would rather take a banana and create a salad out of this and create value for the person that's buying from me than to lie to them and tell them that if they buy this banana from me, they can resell it and give me the money. Once I get the money, what do I care what they do with this? As far as I'm concerned, that thing can go to zero, but I'm the greatest trader in the world. That's the difference, okay? Successful investing is not about scamming people. It's not about playing a poker game that half of the people at the table don't even know that they're playing a zero-sum game, right? That's the difference. That's the problem that I have with this. People that know will benefit at the expense of others. This is a zero-sum game. Don't worship zero-sum games. Worship adding value. Worship and be proud that when you're selling something and making money, that you're selling something to somebody else and you are happy that they received value for the money that they gave you. Thanks for watching, and if you're smart enough, you're going to look at Aduro. If you're dumb enough, you're going to leave me stupid comments about how GameStop is a revolution, it's the greatest thing that happened. The choice is yours. Which side or which philosophy you want to follow.